Hello my readers, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have a different kind of book. It's sort of like an I Spy book. Charley Mouse goes to all these different customers' houses, and when it shows the insides of their houses, they ask you to help her find things. So it might work better if you would actually pause the video to help search. And if I were you, I would watch on the biggest screen possible. On a little teeny iPhone, it might be a little hard to find these things. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the book. It's called Charley Mouse Cleans House. The Cozy Teapot. Charley Mouse loves cleanliness and order. Her bed linens smell of lavender, and her drawers are filled with clean socks. Even the cheese in her cupboard is organized by variety and size. Keeping a house in order is not difficult for Charley. In fact, it's her job. And there is nothing that makes her happier than to help her neighbors, keeping their homes clean and tidy while doing something she loves. Today is Monday, and Charley's alarm says it's time to get to work. She has a busy week ahead. Wild wood, moles, frogs, snail, fox, wolf. Magical forest, unicorns, witch, gingerbread, dragon. The burrow. Off to the burrow first. It's an absolutely beautiful morning, but Charley Mouse has to plunge underground. The mole family lives in the silence and darkness underneath the garden. Cleaning up this labyrinth and not getting lost is quite a challenge, but the mole family are so charming. All day they play hide and seek and chase earthworms. The earthworms must be bored with these games by now, but the moles are simply crazy about them. Charley would love to join them, but there's too much cleaning to do. Mama Mole has lost 4 keys and asked Charley to find them while cleaning. The swamp. Off to the pond. She pops by the home of Mr. Snail, who is very secretive, to clean his sink. He never leaves his shell. Mr. Snail leaves a trail of goo, so cleaning his house can be very slow. A very slippery guy. There's no other way to describe him. Frankly speaking, cleaning up in a swamp is hard because everything is damp and dank, and the noise drives her crazy. The frogs with their deafening croaking and constant humming and buzzing of insects everywhere. But luckily, the frog's house is small, and Charley usually manages to get around quickly. Oops, it seems the idea to start with the toilet was not a good one. It's better to first find all the scattered baby tadpoles. The Dapper Den. Tuesdays usually start with a visit to Mr. Fox, a charming gentleman with impeccable manners. Today he is going on a date, so Charley has the place all to herself. She cleans the whole den, with the exception of the bedroom, which Mr. Fox prefers to do himself. She thinks he's probably embarrassed for her to see his nightwear and potty. As they say, a real gentleman. Before leaving, Mr. Fox asks Charley to find that lost egg cup from the set. Howling Hut. Charley Mouse spends the afternoon at the home of Mr. Wolf. He certainly doesn't have the best reputation among the forest inhabitants. They say he is to blame for the disappearance of 3 piglets and 7 kids. However, as far as Charley knows, Mr. Wolf has long been an exemplary vegetarian. Every weekend he invites lambs and rabbits for cabbage pie. There is always plenty of cleaning to do at his place. The only place Mr. Wolf forbids Charley to clean is the pantry. Nothing interesting in there, he says. What a terrible mess. First, I'll collect all the pairs of dirty socks. And then I'll throw out all the empty cans. Magical Forest. It's already Wednesday, which means Charley is done with her work in the wild wood. Time to move to the magical forest. She can't wait to see how everyone is doing. The Cauldron Cottage. Here comes the home of Madam Witch, certainly a hut with character. It decides when it's time to tidy it up. Last time Charley Mouse managed to enter was a month ago, so there's a lot of cleaning to do. And cleaning the house can be a very dangerous thing because there are magic potions and strange mixtures everywhere. Rumor has it that Madam Witch loves to turn her guests into shoes. It's hard to believe, but her shoe collection is truly impressive. And she loves black cats. Eek! They give Charley goosebumps, but Madam Witch sternly warned the cats that if they scared Charley, the number of shoes in her collection would increase. If you use one of the magical flying brooms, cleaning becomes much easier and more fun. I'll find all the matching pairs of shoes in no time. The sweet stable. On to her favorite spot. Although Charley Mouse is in awe of the unicorn's beautiful rainbow, the cleaning can be quite a handful. She has to polish the horns, wash the horse blankets, comb the ponytails, and hang all the horseshoes in pairs. But the unicorns are simply lovely, extremely cheerful, and always in a good mood, which is not surprising given all the cotton candy they grow. This is probably why even their manure smells like strawberry jam. One of the unicorns asked Charley to find his favorite strawberry mug while cleaning. "Well, let's start with the unpleasant and end with cotton candy and ice cream," said Charley Mouse. The Flaming Factory. Ugh, Thursdays are long days for Charley. It's a hard climb to get to Mr. Dragon's home. He lives in an abandoned factory that's high on a mountain, and his passion for hoarding greatly complicates Charley's cleaning. His whole house is filled with a collection of rare eggs, costume jewelry, and nightly stuff. He often tells Charley how much he loves guests and how much fun they have at his place. Just now he has left to pick up his next lady guest, who will stay with him for a couple of months. Mr. Dragon will be very grateful if Charley finds 5 red eggs from his collection. Cinnamon Chalet. Fridays are sweet. Charley is off to the gingerbread family's house. You can find it with your eyes closed. Just follow the smell of cinnamon and cloves. Every time Charley works there, she has to restrain herself from biting off a piece of the fence or the roof. But while cleaning, she always ends up sweeping up mountains of gingerbread crumbs and comes back home with a lot of delicious goodies. The gingerbread family is very nice and sweet, although that's why they have to live so deep in the forest. Everyone wants to take a bite. Gingerbread Mommy lost 5 cookie cutters and hopes that Charley can help find them while cleaning. The Messy Teapot. The work week is finally over and Charley Mouse heads home. Even when it's your favorite job, you sometimes need a rest. But wait, it looks like someone has to clean up their own place. Looking on the bright side, this will give her the chance to find a lost alarm clock before starting the work week all over again. So how'd you do? Were you able to find the missing items? Let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can see you in another story.